Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 43 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Byzantines. And we are now getting to the end of this campaign. I must say, for probably the last episode or so, the ending has been decided. You know, I'm probably going to come out on top here. I probably will win this campaign. And the last episode was mostly just me, sort of speeding through the I mean, gosh, I might have went through 30 turns in the last episode. It was quite a bit. I was just kind of maintaining my trade routes, making sure everything was good, and checking. Gosh, what was I? I don't know. There wasn't much to do, so I didn't do much. But in the very least, I wanted to make sure that population was happy, and my trade routes were clear. Doing this and checking through. Using my assassins to kill agents that walk into my territories, because even when I do, even as I'm just gonna, finish this campaign up, still trespassing on my territories, spying on my regions is still not allowed, so my assassins will be remaining busy doing that job. Let's see, I have an old emperor, but he is married, Emperor Andronicus III, and he's not a good one. Oh, no, he's fine. He's whatever. He's, weak principles does not matter for an emperor because you cannot bribe emperors. It's his son, however, his heir, Prince Michael, who is not great. He's a drinker, and this is a trait that is going to get worse over time. He is currently losing one command, so he's down to being a one-star general. That does not matter. I do have plenty of good generals available, so he's not going to be leading any armies in battle anyway. But I believe he will be losing acumen, and he only has 3 acumen as is, but once this gets worse, he will lose some of that. But, I think that's going to be okay. Emperor Andronicus III has at least another year in him before he dies of old age. He might have a few more years in him. We will see. And I'm making 7,000 florins per turn. That feels good. And other than, let's see if I look at my GA points, I'm sitting pretty comfortable right here. The next highest player is the Poles, sitting at 152, whilst I have a 206. And the Poles are making a few points for sure. What do they have? 10, 15 points. And I'm making, what is that? Says 11 points myself. So they will be gaining points on me, but there's only 2 counting periods left in 1425, and then the last turn, which is 1453. So they're not going to catch up. I do not think the Poles are going to catch up here. The Hungarians have been stuck this entire campaign. The Germans are down just to a couple of territories. The French had disaster in the last episode. They bit off more than they could chew. They were actually kind of doing okay. And I was thinking, maybe I'd have to worry about them, but the Almohads did go to war with them. They are currently not at war with the French, so there was a ceasefire between the 2 factions. But there was a Burgundian emergence, which is really fun to see, and they really took it to the French. And now the French Empire has been divided. They do have some territories down here in Toulouse and Provence, and they also have Tyrolia, and they also have Wales. Now, the French at some point had started a war with me. I can't remember. It must have been a crusade, right? I'm assuming it was a crusade. I wondered if I should maybe try to get a ceasefire with them, but it's just, I don't think it's... They have 1 port here and another port here. So that is 2 ports that I am not trading with. I don't think it really matters, honestly. So, yeah, let's leave it as is. Also, just keep in mind something that I've learned, right, is actually, no, I was going to say to, fight factions. I might end up getting at war with neighboring factions, but no, that was not the point of that. The point was that I would just have my ships leave these these sea regions so that I could get that auto ceasefire. In doing so, however, I would be losing money. So it's just not, there's no point, I don't think. There is a jihad marker on the table for the Almohads, but they have not used it yet. So I don't know what option they would have to use it on. It's going to be curious to see if they use it. That'd be kind of fun to see a jihad in play in this campaign. Other than that, though, the Danes are, looking strong. They're making a lot of points, but, this is a reemergence faction, so unfortunately for them, they will not be able to make it back in time. The Almohads as well, making a lot of points, but this is a reemergence faction, so they will also not be able to make the points up in time. And that's it. The Novgorods are not playable for the human player in the early campaign, so they don't count in the GA points thing. So, yeah, not worried about it. Even though they control a quarter of the map, that is totally fine. Yeah, Mongols also do not count because they're not playable. And there's just horde of Khazars just guarding me. Yes, that's fine. I'm cool with that. So, that is the playing board. We do have a little Italian reemergence here in Sicily. We will have to see if they attack us. They have some decent armies here, but I'm not really too worried about it. I have good armies here in Naples. And yeah, we'll just keep an eye on things. The Pope is still hanging out. He's not really doing much either. Took Genoa a little while back, but other than that, nothing much is happening here. So we will keep our eyes on things. We will stay diligent, but we will not spend too much time, on these next few turns. Just a few years later, my emperor has finally died now, and yes, it's going to be time for Prince Michael to now become Emperor Michael. Alexius Ducas, dead drunk. Okay, minus 20 health. Okay. That's one of my generals, I suppose. And let's see here. His drinker trait is not getting any worse, so that is good. And he is only 27, although he is not married yet. I have not been looking too hard to find wives for him. Perhaps I could have. Oh, there's a German. There's a German princess. Do I have any emissaries nearby? Let's look into my little emissary scroll here and see. Milan, yes, you go up here, and where did you go? There's too many agents. I know. I know what I can do about that. Let's do that and that. All right, where is she? There she is. So let's go talk to her and see if she wants to marry my emperor. Otherwise, he's gonna have to find a wife on his own. Oh, there's another potential wife. Do I have? I think I have someone in Poland as well. Yeah, you can go over here and talk to her. Or ooh, there's Novgorod one. Talk to her instead. Yeah. Yes, do that instead. Okay. Yeah, the Italians, they made a go for it. They are going to retreat, so they're not going to fight this battle. But now we have war with the Italians. They just have Sicily, and I'm not too worried about them, right? So my king did get married on his own. Okay, good. So he's only like 30 or so. Yeah, so he has plenty of time to start a family. That's good. Hopefully the fact that he's a drinker is not going to get in the way of that. Okay, so I sort of forgot about their Italian navies, which are causing a hit on my economy. I am losing 7,500 florins per turn, so I have to go to work here on trying to get rid of their navies. They have a few boats in the water, not a crap ton, but they have a handful, yeah, for sure. Like that's just a galley. Never mind. Yeah, let's bring out my Dromons and catch them, and then kill them. And yeah, that kind of puts a that makes me wonder if I need to attack them, because if they're going to keep building boats, that can get annoying. Although if I just have enough boats here in the Straits of Sicily that I can just keep those boats contained, and they should not be able to run away. I should, as long as I have enough galleys, that is. The galleys are the boats that I use, of course, to do the catching, while my other boats do the killing. So, yeah, I have plenty of galleys right here in the Tyrrhenian Sea. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. Yeah, I don't think I need to go running off and attack Sicily. I probably can just stay the course for now. What the heck? We had a flood in Arabia? What? Improved farmland was destroyed and income halved. I did not know that you could have floods in Arabia. It's... interesting. It is now the year 1425, and I just have had my glorious achievements points counted for the second to last time. Just 6 points for homelands, but then I got another 5 for conquest. Let's go in and take a peek and see how things are looking up and shaping up here. Yeah, I am still quite a ways ahead on any would-be competitors. The Polish, I don't think anything has changed. No, yeah, they're still making 15 points. Yep. And yeah, there's gosh, the French has lost something. I don't know what they look. They've had the same 3 territories, but they're making less points now. The Danes are doing stuff. They're actually throwing their weight around, but they're having a hard time with the rebels. Actually, there are some strong rebel forces up here in Flanders, and they're even having some trouble in Sweden and Norway, it appears. Other than that, though, there really isn't much to report on, so onward we go. Oh, hello there. The Burgundians have actually attacked the papacy here in Genoa. That's shocking. I did not think they were going to do that. So now they are going to be automatically excommunicated, I believe, or immediately excommunicated. Let's see, we got a flood in Serbia, but nothing was destroyed, but income has been halved. And I will have to check on the population loyalty there in Serbia just to make sure that the people are still okay. Let's see, secret blackmailer, that's not going to matter until it's actually discovered that he is a blackmailer, then he will be losing loyalty. So I might have to check on that in a moment. But for now, we're almost done. I cut out a lot there. Nothing happened. It's been a very, very quiet past 20 turns or so. It's been a lot, but I wanted to cut back in because it's time for me. I wanted to sort of reward any of you who have stuck around to this point of the campaign. I will be attacking Rome, and it just so happens that the Burgundians are also attacking Rome at this point as well. That's shocking. Where are they? Yeah, they are excommunicated. So they will be taking a loyalty hit, or a population loyalty hit to their provinces. At least they should. Let's see, how are they doing? They look okay. They don't look like they're too unhappy with the fact that they have been excommunicated. Provence is meh, but like there's like nothing here, so except just a mountain of my own clergymen. But yeah, I will be going in. I have gathered an army together here in Naples to attack Rome. They don't have much. They do have a few stacks, but they are pretty low tier soldiers. I think the Arbalester is their highest tier soldier. They have Pavis crossbows, regular crossbows, militia sergeants, spearmen, urban militia, peasants. It's a low tier stuff, you know. A lot of the crossbows and Pavis crossbows, though, you know, a lot of that. No heavy cav except for the Pope himself, and he is a 0-star general with no traits that makes him a better general at all. So I'm not going to bring much to this army. I will be bringing Prince Manuel's old unit. Yeah, this has been my best general, and it's currently being led by Lord Zemiscus, and so he must have got, this is a bad trait. He got this along the way, which is unfortunate. Not so bold. So this is what happens when the general does not fight in combat. He gets a vice, which is going to give him -2 morale. So his reluctance to get it directly involved in hand-to-hand combat has not gone unnoticed, and undermines the morale of his men. This reputation, however undeserved, is difficult to shake, which is unfortunate because, man, this unit has been my top unit for a very long time. The entire campaign, pretty much. And yes, they have skilled defender and expert attacker, +2 command when attacking, +1 command when defending. I think he has most eloquent. Is that it? I thought he has a morale boost. Does he not have a morale boost to counteract this debuff? I mean, other than the fact that he's a 9-star general, so there is that. Although, yeah, I have to keep reminding myself of this, you know, new knowledge that I've learned. Just because it's stuck in my head that the general's valor bonuses to the army also increases the army's morale. That's not true, I guess. I've been corrected on that, and that that's not true. They just buff the attack and defense stats of their men, but the only morale boosts that valor gives is the unit's valor itself. So like if a unit gets valor from experience in combat or from buildings or province bonuses, that valor is going to give morale boosts, but the general's valor bonus to its army will not give morale boosts. Yeah, like, it's annoying, right? But yeah, in any case, he's going to be leading this army. It's pretty simple stuff. I just brought Byzantine infantry, Bulgarian brigands, Pavese crossbows, and a few units in reserve here. And then just a bunch of culverins and Varangian guard, which is going to be my siege assault crew for this castle, which has a ring wall and catapult towers. So that's going to be necessary to attack that, I imagine. So I do not want them to retreat from Rome. I will not be attacking an overwhelming force. I will just be attacking with this one army first, followed up with his like reinforcements here. They should not run away from that, considering that they would have more soldiers than me. But still, we will have to see. I'm not going to be doing that immediately. I'm going to wait 2 more turns. I want to wait till the year 1448 just to get it down to the wire here. And yeah, let's see. I'm making just over 7 grand. That looks good. And there is a couple Pope boats in the water here in the Ligurian Sea and here in the Tyrrhenian Sea. So I want to make sure I've got my Dromons. Yes, I do. And I got Dromons here. And they have a galley. And so they have 2 galleys in the water. And I think that's all the Pope has is the 2 galleys. So because we are Orthodox, I do not have to worry about being excommunicated. I do not have to worry about my population loyalty taking a hit once I, you know, go to war with them. And my only ally are the Burgundians, and they have currently gone to war with the papacy themselves. So yeah, that all looks pretty clean there. And just to take one more peek at the glorious achievements points, I'm looking good. Yeah, 217 and a few turns away to go, and the Polish are not going to be catching up, and no one else is going to be catching up either. The Germans, what have they done? How do they control more than 2/3 of the North Sea trade? How are they accomplishing this? They don't have any territories up here. Do they have boats up? They have boats up here? What? That's so confusing. That's so weird. They just have provinces down here. And then the North Sea is here. And they don't have any boats. Did I read that wrong? Hanseatic lead. That is very vague. That does not really explain like what does that mean? And how are they scoring points for that? That is so weird. Anyway, all right, whatever. I'm going to win this game. Let's move on. Let's get these battles in. This is already going to be a long recording episode for me. I know not much for you guys just because I cut out so much, but I have been sitting here for a while just not talking. The Burgundians have decided, so they were retreating from Genoa. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Basil Orphanotrophus, man of honor. Yeah, plus 100% cost to bribe. Good for him. Nice. And we don't need to draw this out, really. Let's see, just cap off. A couple agents here. Check trade, making over 8 grand. That looks good. And people are happy. That looks good. Awesome. I do have Prince Alexius as my son, and he is of age. And let's take a peek at him. He's not that loyal. Is that my Emperor's fault? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was higher before. 4 is not great, but in any case, I mean, the Emperor is 59, so he's going to be dying soon enough, and Prince Alexius will become Emperor Alexius. Also, not great. 2 command. The pride takes away -2 command and -2 acumen, so he could be better if he wasn't so prideful. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, let's just keep on going along, and I will attack in this turn here in 1448. All right, we are all set and ready to go. Let's start things off by taking these boats out. Let's sink this one and there. Take these dromons out. Catch and sink. And we are now at war. No, it doesn't say we're at war with them, but we're going to be. We're going to be. So let's attack. And we just want to take Rome. Let's go send that army in. I will leave my siege army back because I'm sure that would scare them away, and I do want to get a battle in here. So let's do that. We are still technically at war with the Italians, but they have not attacked me since that one time, so I am not too worried about it. Income is fine. Let's drop a save and let's get into this siege, or not the siege, but the conquering of Rome here. Yeah, I know at least one of you did ask for this way back earlier in this campaign. I don't know if you are still watching, but this is for you, buddy. Let's see. The assassin did not kill the priest. Oh, okay. Damn. Okay, so the papacy, they are retreating from this. Damn. That's unfortunate. I did pillage a lot of money from that, and I did sink a couple of boats. 5 turns left, and did they completely retreat? They completely retreated. Oh man. Oh, I tried to get a battle in. It didn't work. It did not work. They might counterattack. They might. Let's just bring this army up in case they do. And let's find someone who is suitable to be the governor of Rome. I would say that's you. 4 acumen. And Rome is making 279. The governorship of Rome gives a command star and acumen star and loyalty. Okay, that's a good one. All right, making 419. Bump it up to 524. That's looking good. And what do they have here in Rome? Yeah, some anything worth building? Yeah, border fort. Hell yeah, that takes 1 turn, and then 3 turns to. Is this just the catapult towers? So that must be one of the buildings I knocked down when I was attacking. Yeah, we will see if they counterattack. We will see. There's, only a couple turns left here, so there's not really high chance of it. And now my emperor has died. Man, he almost made it to the end. He almost made it to the end, but his son Prince Alexius will be taking over here. Let's see, Stephen Ducas has bit the dust as well. Prince Manuel has come of age. So now I do have two sons, I believe. Oh no, these are going to be my brothers, actually. Border fort finished. And Prince Manuel, secret perversions. So he will be losing piety if this is ever discovered. And great warrior plus 5 health, which is going to help him out in battle. But yeah, he's not going to be fighting. Here's my new emperor. Yeah, not great influence, but also not terrible, honestly. 23 years old, so he has plenty of time to get married. Again, not going to be an issue here. And how about his brother, Prince Manuel? He's loyal enough. Decent. That's a decent acumen and 1 star of command. Not much piety, so that's probably all going to go away once his perversion is discovered. And yeah, that's about going to wrap it up here. We got 3 turns left before this campaign is over. we are just now about to get into what's going to be the last turn in this campaign. Yeah, we are coming down to it. And yeah, it's fun to look back and reflect on the period of life of my life that these campaigns took place during. This one just so happens to be coinciding with the end of this year, and we're about to get a new year here. And with this, oh, my spy got caught here in Castile. And yep, that's done as well. Home lens is finished. Yep, scored some points. 12 points is done. And I do think I have to press enter here to finish up this campaign. But yeah, as I was saying, it's interesting to reflect back on what has happened in this past year and how much growth has happened for this channel, but also just you know, for my life in general. A lot has really happened, and each of these campaigns, it's interesting for me to kind of say goodbye to a campaign. It's kind of like saying goodbye to a segment of my life, because this campaign, I think, was started probably in the summertime of this last year. So it's been a while I've been playing this campaign, and that's a chunk, right? That I've been on this journey, and a lot of you have been on this journey with me, which has been always my pleasure and really my honor to have folks joining me for these experiences here. And now because this is sort of coinciding with the end of this year here, and I'm looking forward to what's coming next, there's a lot. I don't want to like just kind of blurt it all out and get into the nitty gritty details, because that's not the point of what this episode is. But it is just, it's a sort of a bittersweet moment for sure to end this campaign, because it's exciting to move on. It is, but this campaign sort of encapsulates what has been a really good moment of my life recently, and it's been a pleasure, you know, it really has. So I don't know. I guess I think it's pretty obvious what's going to come next. I think for this channel, obviously, I do want to play the Danes next for the Grand Campaign, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pump it out like right away. I don't even have a thumbnail built or made for it yet, and I've just been so busy, as you can probably tell by the erratic nature of my upload process for the last 3 months. I have not had the time to make a new thumbnail yet, but it shouldn't take long into January. Maybe the first week or so I should be able to start playing that campaign. Until then, though, I will have, of course, I'll be working on my Mercian campaign, and I will be finishing up my Shimazu campaign as well. And yes, we got big things going on for next year. It's going to be the 20th anniversary of Rome Total War in September of next year. So I'm going to have to start practicing. I got to start learning that game. Yeah, it's going to be so exciting and so fun. So anyway, that's enough for this campaign. So finances, good. Hey, we're in the green. That's all I care about. I have Rome. Everyone's happy. Everyone is happy. And my points are the highest of anyone else. Let's drop a save. Let's end this turn, and let's enjoy the end game here together, the end credits, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. The year is 1453, and the time has come to assess the glory of your realm. Your glorious achievements outstrip those of all your rivals. Victory is yours. Even though your rivals survived alongside your outstanding empire, they were unable to match your achievements. Glory is yours. I think there's a narration, right? There's a narration here. I always forget.
Constantinople, the eternal, the unchanging, the center of the world. City that was born of Rome, surpassing even that ancient glory. For 2,000 years, the heirs of the Caesars have ruled from their capital on the Bosphorus. There were dark days of danger and despair, Many lands were overrun by foes, but in the end, the triumph was theirs. An empire that was lost has been regained. A flame that had died has been rekindled. A glory once tarnished has been reborn.
Hell yeah, it has. Yeah, that's that. And I have been reading up on my Byzantine history a little bit. Well, I've been playing this campaign, and we have not fallen in this time. It is interesting how they've ended this campaign in the exact year that Constantinople does fall to the Ottomans in real life. So, yeah, it feels good to sort of change history there a little bit. Oh, if only Rome could just kept on going. Would have been a very interesting alternate history indeed. So let's see. I think I can jump on into the credits here, I believe. Yep, they're going to show some credits. But I think at this point I have said all that I needed to say. So I just want to say again, thank you very much for joining me on this. I'm just blown away by the amount of support that y'all offer and give, and even just emotionally, you know, there's been times where I don't know if I make it sound as bad. Like, I don't mean to make it sound as bad. Like, I'm doing just fine. But sometimes I'll say like, oh guys, I'm you know, I got a lot going on, and a lot of you will say like, hey, just it's fine, you know. So it's interesting. It's fun for me. It's not fun's not the right word, but it feels good. It feels good to have that support, you know. And the subscriber count has just been really steady, really good for the last I want to say, you know, year and a half. I mean, shit, probably since I started playing Medieval Total War. It's been really good. So I'm really looking forward to next year, and I'm looking forward to, you know, meeting more of you folks, and hearing more about your experiences playing these games, and yeah, as always, the advice as well. The advice always helps out as well. So I'm looking forward to continuing to get better at this game. That's always my goal as well, learning more about these games and providing better content, of course. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So yes, thank you again very much. But until next time, this has been Concept playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.